Ever wonder who takes those, like, complex engineering dreams and turns them into, like, reality?
Yeah, those are electromechanical drafters.
That's right. We're diving deep into the world of electromechanical drafting, a field where you get to bring blueprints to life.
And we're not just talking about, acing the job interview. We're going to give you a real edge, some insider tips and tricks from RoleCatcher's career and interview guides.
Okay, so buckle up. Whether you're just starting out or aiming for that senior drafting role, we've got some seriously insightful stuff lined up for you.
It all starts with, understanding the heart of this role. As an electromechanical drafter, you're the bridge between an engineer's vision and the tangible creation of a product.
Right.
Whether it's, cutting-edge smartphone or a robotic system that's going to revolutionize an industry.
Yeah, it's like being the architect of those hidden wonders.
Mm-hmm.
Using your technical skills and creativity to transform ideas into detailed technical drawings.
Precisely. And speaking of skills, let's talk about what those hiring managers are really looking for, starting with the technical side.
Okay.
Think CAD mastery, a solid grasp of both electrical and mechanical engineering principles, and a hunger to stay ahead of the curve with technologies like 3D printing.
And that's where RoleCatcher comes in with their AI-powered platform. It analyzes job descriptions to help tailor your CV and practice interview answers. Gives you that extra edge.
Absolutely. But even with the best tools, nothing beats solid preparation. So let's dive into some real-world interview questions you might encounter, dissecting what the interviewer is truly after.
All right, let's fire away. Hit me with the first question. What's on the list?
All right, get ready for this classic. What experience do you have with AutoCAD and other drafting software?
Okay.
Now, while listing software you're familiar with is a good start, it's just that, a start.
Yeah, it's like saying you know how to use a hammer when you're applying to be a master carpenter. You've got to showcase your craftsmanship.
Exactly. This is your chance to go beyond the basics and demonstrate your proficiency.
Right.
Instead of just saying, I know AutoCAD, talk about specific projects where you leveraged its features effectively.
So, for example, instead of just saying, I'm familiar with 3D modeling, I could say something like, in my previous role, I used AutoCAD's 3D modeling tools to create detailed schematics for a complex robotics project, ensuring all components fit together seamlessly.
Now you're talking. That paints a much clearer picture of your capabilities.
So it's all about connecting the dots between your skills and real-world applications. Now, what about question number 2? What other challenges await us in this interview hot seat?
Get ready to talk precision.
Okay.
Because question number 2 focuses on your meticulous side. How do you ensure accuracy and completeness in your drafting work? Remember, these blueprints are the foundation for everything that follows.
It's like building a house. If the foundation is off, even by a fraction, the whole structure is compromised.
Precisely. Interviewers want to know you have a system, a process that guarantees meticulous attention to detail.
Right.
Think about it. Do you double-check your work against the engineering specifications? Do you leverage specific software tools for precision?
And perhaps highlight any instances where you identified discrepancies or potential issues early on, saving time and resources down the line.
Absolutely. It demonstrates that you're not just detail-oriented, but also proactive in preventing errors.
Okay, I'm starting to feel the pressure. What's the next curveball they might throw our way?
Brace yourself for question number 3. How do you handle conflicting design requirements or constraints? This is where your problem-solving skills come into play. Remember, real-world projects are rarely a straight line from A to B.
It's more like navigating a jungle gym. You have to be adaptable and find creative solutions to overcome obstacles.
Exactly. Share an experience where you face a design challenge head-on. Was it a tight budget, a seemingly impossible deadline, or maybe conflicting requests from stakeholders?
So how do we, navigate those tricky design dilemmas, and impress the interviewer? It can't just be about saying, oh, yeah, I handled it.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. It's all about showcasing your problem-solving process.
Okay.
Walk them through the situation, the challenges you faced, and the solutions you explored.
Right.
Did you leverage your knowledge of different materials to reduce costs? Did you find innovative ways to streamline the design without compromising, the functionality?
It's like telling a mini detective story. But instead of solving a crime, you're solving a design puzzle.
I like that analogy. And remember, it's not always about having all the answers right away. Sometimes it's about, at least demonstrating your ability to think critically, adapt to changing circumstances, and collaborate effectively with others to find the best solution.
Yeah. Collaboration. That brings us perfectly to question number 4, doesn't it?
Indeed it does. This one delves into the heart of teamwork. How do you approach collaborating with other team members on a project?
Because, let's face it, electromechanical drafting is rarely a solo endeavor. You're constantly working with engineers, designers, and other stakeholders, each with their own perspectives and priorities.
Precisely. And that's what the interviewer is trying to gauge your ability to navigate those dynamics effectively.
Right.
Share an experience where you worked collaboratively on a complex project.
Okay.
How did you ensure everyone's voice was heard? Did you encounter any conflicts? And if so, how did you help resolve them?
Yeah, it's about highlighting those essential soft skills, like active listening, clear communication, and a knack for finding common ground. Now that we're talking about collaboration and staying ahead of the curve, I'm reminded of RoleCatcher's emphasis on professional development. Didn't their career guide suggest joining, industry organizations?
They did. It's a fantastic way to connect with other professionals, stay informed about emerging trends, and even discover, potential mentors. They specifically mentioned the American Society of Mechanical Engineers
Okay.
and the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers as valuable resources.
So it's not just about what you know, but also about, who you know and how you continuously invest in your growth. Okay, back to the interview hot seat. What's the next question we need to be prepared for?
Get ready to showcase your adaptability.
Okay.
Because question number 5 throws a curveball. How do you stay up to date with the latest industry trends and technologies?
Talk about a field that's constantly evolving. It seems like there's a new software, groundbreaking technique, or a disruptive technology emerging every day.
Exactly. The interviewer wants to see that you're not content with the status quo, that you're actively seeking out new knowledge and embracing innovation. Now, simply rattling off a list of buzzwords won't cut it. Go deeper.
So instead of just saying, I'm familiar with 3D printing, I should talk about how I've been following the latest advancements in, bioprinting, and believe it holds immense potential for the future of medical device design.
Now you're thinking like a forward-thinking candidate. Share your enthusiasm for those cutting-edge developments and how you believe they'll shape the future of electromechanical drafting.
Right.
Maybe you subscribe to industry publications, attend webinars, or even experiment with new software in your free time. Let your passion shine through.
Okay. I'm ready to geek out, but before I get carried away, let's tackle question number 6. What's next on the list?
Be prepared to demonstrate your organizational skills.
Okay.
Because this one delves into the ever-important realm of time management. How do you prioritize and manage multiple projects and deadlines?
The eternal struggle of juggling competing priorities. In a field like this, with its fast-paced projects and intricate details, effective time management must be, crucial.
Absolutely. The interviewer wants to see that you can handle the pressure, stay organized, and deliver exceptional work, even when deadlines loom large.
So what's the key to acing this question? Should I talk about my color-coded spreadsheets and my obsession with to-do lists?
While those tools can certainly be, helpful, it's more about conveying your thought process and approach to prioritization.
Okay.
Maybe you utilize a specific project management methodology like Agile or Scrum.
Right.
Or perhaps you've developed your own system for breaking down complex tasks, delegating effectively, and tracking progress meticulously.
It's about showing them you're not just organized, but also strategic in how you manage your workload. Okay, final question. Bring it on.
This last one focuses on a skill that's essential in any field,
Okay.
but especially vital in one that, bridges the technical and the creative. Can you describe a time when you had to communicate technical information to a non-technical audience?
Because not everyone speaks blueprint, right? Sometimes you need to explain complex concepts in a way that anyone can understand, whether it's a client, a stakeholder, or even a friend who's curious about what you do.
Precisely. The interviewer wants to see that you can bridge that communication gap effectively without resorting to jargon or, overly complicated explanations.
So should I share an anecdote about a time I had to explain a complex design to someone who had never even seen a CAD program before?
That's a great example. Walk them through how you approached the situation. Did you use analogies, create simple visuals? Did you focus on the why behind the technical details, emphasizing the problem you were solving or the benefit you were creating? Yeah, those are all great points. The key is to demonstrate that you can adapt your communication style to different audiences. without, diluting the essence of the information.
It's about finding that sweet spot between accuracy and accessibility, right? Making sure everyone's literally on the same page, even if they don't have the same technical background.
Exactly. You want to leave them feeling informed and maybe even a little bit intrigued by the world of electromechanical drafting.
And that brings us back to RoleCatcher. It's not just about interview prep, right?
Yeah.
They offer a whole suite of tools and resources to help you navigate this career path.
Absolutely. Their career guide is a treasure trove of information on everything from educational pathways to advancement opportunities.
Right.
They emphasize the importance of a solid foundation.
Okay.
Typically, an associate's or bachelor's degree in, drafting, mechanical engineering, or a related field.
And they mentioned those industry-recognized certifications like Certified Drafter or Certified SolidWorks Professional as valuable assets in, boosting your credibility.
Precisely. Those certifications can give you a competitive edge, especially early in your career. And speaking of getting a leg up, they also highlight the importance of internships or co-op programs for, gaining that all-important hands-on experience.
It's about bridging the gap between theoretical knowledge and real-world application, right? Seeing how those concepts come to life in a practical setting.
Absolutely. And as you gain experience and expertise, you might find yourself drawn to different aspects of the field.
Right.
Some electromechanical drafters excel in senior roles, leading teams on complex projects, while others might transition into related areas like project management or sales engineering.
So there's room for growth and exploration, which is exciting. It's not just about one straight path, but rather a network of possibilities.
Exactly. The key is to stay curious, embrace challenges, and, never stop learning.
Beautifully said. And what better way to stay ahead of the curve than by leveraging the power of AI? RoleCatcher's platform can analyze your CV, provide personalized feedback on your interview skills, and even simulate mock interviews to help you build confidence.
It's like having a personal career coach in your pocket, available 24/7.
So to all you aspiring electromechanical drafters out there, remember, you have the power to turn those innovative sparks into tangible realities.
Embrace your passion for this field, refine your skills, and don't be afraid to aim high. The future is waiting to be designed.
And on that note, we wrap up this deep dive into the world of electromechanical drafting. Remember, the journey of 1,000 blueprints begins with a single line. Keep those creative gears turning, and we'll catch you on the next episode.